All right, what's good, DJ Connect fam? What is up? Today I have got a amazing video for you guys. So I don't know how long you guys have been following me, but I got the Rev7, got it, and I was a little unimpressed with it. I love it. I'll be honest with you guys. It's the best controller that's pretty well on the market right now, especially if you're like a scratch DJ. A lot of people, it just comes down to your preference. Like, a lot of people love the CDJs, so it's not going to appeal to them. But if you're a scratch guy and you just love like mixing and scratching, the Rev7 is bar none the best controller that's ever been created, like, to date. The only problem is that it's plastic. Everything about it is plastic. It even comes down to these little slip mats. Like, they thought these things were slip mats, and if you guys have been following me for a while, you remember when I created my own little slip mats. I did a little science experiment. I thought I was going to be able to trace this out on top of some slip mats that I had, chop them up. Did it. It worked out. Like, it chopped up very well. You'll see, like, I still got the marker lines all around the outside, if you can see that, but it just didn't work out well. So along the way, I found out that the guys over at the DJ Plug, the djplug.com, these guys are the best, man. These things aren't even available to Canadians, but I reached out. Desmond hooked me up. He made sure I got a pair. So shout out. These guys are the best. Desmond, DJ Des, the djplug.com. Reach out to him. He'll get you anything you need. He came through in a pinch, and thank you so much. I am so appreciative of this. Like, this is going to change my life. You guys are going to get, like, the real deal review. We're going to see how it works, see how it feels. But my whole thing is that, like, Pioneer, Plastic DJ Pioneer, put these things inside of the Rev7. And, like, these things are not even, like, I don't even know what kind of, like, size that is, like a micron thick. So the problem I had when I chopped up my slip mats is that they were just too thick. But these guys, the djplug.com, they got the solution. They have actual, I think they were butter rugs that go, like, chopped up slip mats for the Rev7. So if you guys are still not, like, really feeling the feel, like, you're not liking the feel of the Rev7 platters, this is what you need. Go check them out. They're called, I think, Rev7 rings. Just reach out, email Desmond, and he'll make sure that you guys get what you need. And let's get into it. Like, I haven't opened them. I was waiting to do this video. Like, I can't wait to use these things. I feel like it's going to solve a lot of problems that I have. Like, overall, just how it is right now with the one plastic slip ring, it's good. Like, I have no quarrels with it. But the problem is that, like, there's flex in the platters on the top. Like, you can feel that there's something wrong there, there's something missing there, and I hope that this is the solution. Like, I really hope that these things are the solution. So let's pull them out. Got some stickers! Yo, shout out the djplug.com coming through with the stickers, man. Shout out, you guys are the top of top, man. If anyone needs gear, you reach out to the djplug.com. Killing it. Syndicate, sound crew, mod. That's what I'm talking about. They're down in Florida too. If you guys are from Florida, go check these guys out. They're the dopest, man. They came through. Oh yeah. Slip rings, super thin, super slippy. We're gonna put these things in and we're gonna see how these things work. I already feel like these are the solution. Compatible with the Rev7, exclusively by the DJ Plug. Like, they're the only people who have something like this. So shout out, these are dope. Compatible, yeah. Do you like scratching? These things are ultra thin, super slippery for cutting, scratching, and mixing. Let's go. DJ Henry Customs. I don't know, I didn't talk to him, but shout out DJ Henry for making this stuff. Like, you guys are killing it. And that should be it. So I guess I'm going to jump over to the Rev7 itself. Oh, we got some more stuff in here. More swag. Okay, here we go. DJ Henry Customs. He obviously does custom work for turntables. I would assume, like, covers for your controllers, stuff like that. shout out. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, look there you go. He does all the custom work for the turntables. I would assume controllers, everything, buttons, knobs. So check them out. DJ Henry Customs. The DJ plug. Done no, man. These are the guys, man. They're out in Tampa, Florida. You guys around there, check them out. TheDJPlug.com. So yeah, I'm gonna hop on over to the controller. And we're gonna see how this thing does. Y'all, see you in a second. Let's go! All right, y'all, we're back. We're back behind the decks right now. We're going to see how these slip rings work out. First off, I just got myself a lapel mic. I can't wait. It's on the way, so we can finally get rid of this microphone. I'm going to grow up to be a real DJ with a lapel mic. I already feel good about it, and I can't wait. But long story short, let's get into these things. Let's stop playing with it. So if you guys didn't check out my other video on the Rev7, you guys are going to see how this thing works. I've said this already, and I'm going to say it again. We got Plastic DJ in the building. And as much as I hate on them for this, like I'm making jokes about it all the time, it is something that frustrates me, but it is incredible. Like, let me clear the air right now. Don't let anyone think that I hate this thing. I love this thing. Everything about it, like, even with all the issues, I probably still give it like a 9 out of 10. If these platters were different, it obviously would get like an 11 out of 10, but it lost a few points, but then it gained. Like, this mixer is incredible. Like, it's the mixer that I've always wanted my entire life. And here it is. Like, normally when you have controllers, you got the 4 channels for the most part. Like, there's obviously 2 channels, but 90% of the time you either got like your Serato effects up top on the SX series, or your whatever it is. Like, it's just not what I wanted. I had the 1000 SRT. That's the only controller I've ever sold in my entire life. I hated it so much. And I don't know why. Like, I went through the video. I did a review video on it too. Like, I've done it. I've talked about it. At this point, I don't like it's irrelevant to me. I don't even care anymore because I'm past that. And I've got the Rev7 and I love the Rev7. But it does have a few downfalls, and this is one of them right here. Pulling this thing off, like, I'm scared to continue to keep pulling this thing off because I'm sure that one day I'm going to bust this thing. I'm going to break it. It's literally just these little tiny plastic clips. I'm just going to, like, look over it right now, make sure nothing's broken already. I just feel like one wrong move is going to mess it up. So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to do this without any slip mats. I have a feeling that I'm probably going to want to keep one slip mat in there. I just got a little bit of dust in here. Just cleaning that out. I guess, like, always clean your gear. Make sure your gear is always nice. You don't want to keep your gear, like, dirty. You want your gear to last you. And if you take care of your gear, like, I have gear from when I was a kid, like actual turntables, on old mixers that are all mint condition, and they all still work perfectly. When you take care of things, like, they'll take care of you in the end. So we're gonna drop this slip ring in. It's in there, and this is without any plastic. And I feel like it's gonna be hard to really, like, know exactly what it felt like beforehand. But that's okay. We'll see how it feels. We'll see if I like it. I'm going to leave this one in. I'm going to test that side. And if you guys don't know, like, the Rev7 is sick. Just having this instant scratch feature here it's a game changer. Like, now most controllers have the scratch bank, which is great, but it's not as good as the instant scratch. Like, this feature is incredible. No latency. Like, it's only got a few samples and stuff, but it does exactly what I want it to do. You can bust it out at any moment. Like, I love just being able to come back here. I don't have to have Serato loaded. I don't have to have anything else loaded, and I can just start scratching. I can get my practice in. Within seconds, I'm good to go. And already, like, this feels like there's a slip mat underneath it. It's got the sound of having a slip mat underneath it. And let's cut it up. Like, it feels similar. I'll try it on this side. Oh, actually, there's definitely some more like drag. There's more feeling to it, and that was a big problem that I had. Like this with the plastic slip ring, like it doesn't feel like there's anything there. It feels like you're scratching on air. This there is that little bit of like feeling to it. So I feel like I don't even want to put that one back in. I guess when I open this one up, just so that I'm not opening these things constantly, like I feel like that's going to be the death of these plastic things, is if you're ever just opening it up, closing it. One day that's going to be too much. But I'll put the one ring on top of this one. I only go with one as well. I don't run two plastic rings. I only use one single ring. And I started getting very used to it. Like I no big issues with it anymore. It was definitely a bit of a learning curve, but all the issues went away very quickly. And let's do this. Feels great. I don't know what else to say about it. It does feel great. Like it feels awesome. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna open this one up. I'm gonna run a slip ring on the bottom with a plastic one on top, and we'll see how that feels. This just it feels like there's just a little bit more. There feels like there's like a little bit of I don't know what the word is, but it just like it feels a little more real. Whereas this one feels like you're scratching on air. And what I've actually noticed after like playing with it a lot, it really took me back to like the old school Tech 12 days, where there was like the motors on the Tech 12s were not as strong. Like I think the turntables I have downstairs are the stand straight 150s. The torque on those things are crazy, like crazy. You can drop it anywhere and it's good to go, which these can do too. But if you ever use techs, when you were mixing, like you pretty well had to like push the song in. Like when you're ready for the drop, you had to kind of give it a little bit of a nudge, because if you just let go, if you just like took your hand off, it would do the whole like startup. It would go like it would have to like it would take like a half a second for it to get up to speed, because it didn't have that torque behind it. And that's what I kind of feel like with the Rev7. Like it was the same kind of feeling. You had to be very light-handed, like that especially. Nobody understands that anymore about being light-handed. Back in the day, you had to be light-handed. If not, your needle on the record would skip, especially if you're scratching. You had to like, your hand had to be so light-handed. And now I'm sure everyone these days is very heavy-handed. Like going from the Rain 12s, like I didn't even care. Like I didn't have to worry about any of that, because it had such a strong, great motor. Like all of those old school ideas and rules kind of like went out the window. Like, and the more you played with controllers, like none of that stuff really matters anymore. That's kind of what I felt when I hopped over to the Rev7. And once I understood that and I really started being very light-handed again, my cuts improved. Everything got a lot nicer right away. So without further ado, let's move on to the next part. Again, if you guys haven't seen, just 3 little plastic clips. That's all that's keeping this thing together. It is a worry for me, but it's like Pioneer. I've never had a real problem with Pioneer gear before, so I'm sure they've put the work into it. It's just a preference thing for me. It's just something that I feel a little upset about, but like feelings are whatever. Like they're not. It's not the end all be all. I still love this thing. Yeah. Lots of dust in this one. And it's funny, you can actually like really see the wear on these slip mats, on these little, the whole outer rim of this, because I guess how you push down on it, the whole outer rim is just scuffed up. Like you can see through it, but you can't see through the top part. Very used, I would say. So I'm gonna run the slip ring on the bottom here. Put one of these on top. See how that feels. I feel like I'm probably just going to run the 2 slip rings by themselves. But let's see. So already I can feel a lot more drag. Like it's a lot firmer, which is I do like. I like that it's firm. This one it still has that little bit of flex, like that feeling that something is missing there, because it's just like nothing is holding it together. I like when it's like firm, when it's really together. That is something I like. So we'll see how this is. It definitely feels more draggy now. There's definitely more to it. So let's just see how she goes. Again, instant scratch, game changer. Sorry, let me turn those sounds off so it's not very distracting. I don't know. I have a feeling I might run it this way just because it's firmer. But I don't know. I'll play around with it for sure, and I'll let you guys know my findings. Just drop your questions and comments in the comments box, and I will answer them ASAP. I'm gonna cut with this for like an hour after this, and we'll see how I feel. Like I feel like I like this. It's a little more draggy, but totally work withable. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, like on this side, you're still getting like it's hard to explain if you can't hear it, but it's like plastic janking with plastic, because there's that little room of play. Like there's some play there that if you touch in the wrong place, like if you're pushing where those clips aren't, you're getting like a bend, a flex in the plastic. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting. This will be very interesting. I love the fact that the flex is now gone completely. Like I don't feel that anywhere. On this one, I'm still feeling that flex. So a little bit thicker might be good. But other than that, like they feel really nice. They feel better. Like there is that feeling that something is there opposed to nothing is there. And that, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get these plastic slip rings. I hated them with 2. I could not use it with 2. Maybe I'll have to go back and try it again with 2, but I don't think so. I think this is the solution right here. They're dope. The DJplug.com, DJ Desmond, my guy hooked it up. Make sure you guys shout them out. If you guys need any gear or anything, always check them out. They're in Tampa, Florida. Next time I'm in Florida, I'm definitely going to go say what's up to these guys. So I will see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to this fire. We got nothing but amazing DJ content coming up soon. I will see you out there. Let's go, fam. We'll be right back.